Welcome back everyone to Small Talk. Let's talk about stock market. We had CPI data and PPI data release this month, and they were both cooler than expected. Sorry, I was missing from the scene for a long time. They were cooler than expected, which kind of made the stock market rally. Tesla had announced its robotaxi coming up on June 22nd, which also made Tesla run quite a bit. But then recently it has been going down because of the geopolitical situation and also because Elon Musk had a fit with Donald Trump and he went above and beyond with his comments on X. He even said that Donald Trump would not have won if it wasn't because of me. He said his files are with the CIA, I think, on um, on pedophile with the Epstein case and like all that 9 yard, which kind of afterwards, after his anger had faded away, I think he apologized and he said, I went a little too far with my comments and I shouldn't have said that and I apologize for that, which kind of calmed Donald Trump a little bit. And that did put lots of pressure on Tesla. Today, Tesla stock fell because it had announced of stop production of its Model Y and its Cybertruck in Austin, Texas facility for a week, the 4th of July week. And I think the reason being is that they're going to do some kind of cleaning and maintenance of the facility. Employees can come to work and they can help clean up and get paid, or they can use their paid time off and they can stay home. So the Tesla shares dropped immensely today. Also, the geopolitical situation is not helping. We all know there's Iran and Israel conflict going on, which kind of puts the stock market in a very uneasy situation, and investors don't take time to pull their money out. Also, Bitcoin has been dropping. Same reason, geopolitical situation doesn't help. Oil has been going up because with the Israel and Iran conflict, if Iran decides to choke the oil pipelines, its oil lines, obviously it is going to make oil very expensive, and the prices are already rising because people are buying oil stocks. They think the stock is going to go higher because the demand will go up and there's not going to be enough supply. Also, I'm going blank. It's really late at night and I'm super tired, guys. CPI and PPI data was cooler, which made the stock market run. We have FOMC meeting tomorrow, and Jerome Powell is going to kind of be giving us his opinion on what he thinks of his rate cuts. 99.9% people, I think, are not, there's a 99.9% chance of no rate cut tomorrow. So pretty much nobody is expecting the rate cut tomorrow, which I had already, if you watch my channel, I have been saying that we'll see 2 rate cuts more like towards the second half of the year, more like towards the end of the year, maybe coming in September, and then maybe the last, towards November or December time frame. But people are enthusiastic to hear the tone of Jerome Powell tomorrow. There's lots of pressure on Jerome Powell from Donald Trump to cut the rates, but Jerome Powell has been very resilient and he has been saying that we are in no rush to cut the rates. So the stock market is looking forward to tomorrow's meeting and see what Jerome Powell has to say, or what kind of hints we get from him in the coming months for the rate cuts. As a result, the stock market, the futures were going up a little bit earlier. I haven't checked in the last hour or so because Donald Trump has just announced an attack on Iran. Maybe that will kind of make the futures fall. That's also a possibility. So stock market has been in lots of turbulence lately, and the reasons are obvious. There's a lot going on in this country and across the globe, which is impacting the financial decisions that people have to make. People are scared. People don't want to keep their money invested into the market, where if the US get itself involved into somebody else's war again, it is going to put lots of pressure on the US government, and taxpayer are going to have problem with this. So the investors, the institutions are pulling their money out temporarily until the situation gets settled. We just hope that there is a peace talk between the two nations. They come to an agreement, they come to some kind of negotiation, and this war ends soon. And I think US should not get involved into somebody else's war one more time. It has already done enough of the damage to its economy and has ruined the life of its citizens already. And Donald Trump, he has won the election campaigning for the peace across the globe, and now he is the one who's getting himself involved into the war, which he should not be getting involved. All right, Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been zigging, zagging, sort of. It was up, and the highest was $112,000. That's where the resistance is. And if it keeps going down because of the geopolitical situation, the next support is at $92,000. If it drops below $92,000, then it's going to go all the way back to like 77, 75, or even possibly $65,000 range. If you watched my video before, I told you once it reaches $110,000, it's going to drop regardless, because that's the psychological level where people are going to sell Bitcoin, and then they'll wait for the dip, and then so many other people who are waiting for the dip will kind of jump back in, and then after that it's probably going to run towards 155,000 levels. I'm still of the opinion that if situation works out and the geopolitical situation kind of cools off, I think Bitcoin still has a chance to run all the way to $185,000 to $225,000 by the end of this year. Let's see who's right on this. Apple, a lot has been going on with Apple. There was some lawsuit, and I guess they're working with the court, and then it has been dropping significantly. Meg 7, I mean, Palantir, NVIDIA has been running because NVIDIA CEO had made an announcement last time, said something, and then quantum stocks ran because of his statement that he made. Also, NVIDIA has been running, and Palantir has always been running it. There's just no stop to it. And Tesla is down again today because second quarter earnings are kind of, there's a hint that their earnings are going to be pretty low. The deliveries are going to be low, which is why stock is dropping, because investors are waiting for the Q2 earnings to be released, and then they'll see where the Tesla stands at that point. Robotaxi event has excited investors a little bit, but that was just a tentative date of June 22nd. We're not even 100% sure if that's actually going to happen on June 22nd. That's what the tentative date was. It might just get pushed back a little bit, or it might just happen, who knows. For once Elon Musk delivers his promise on time. We'll see how it goes. Am I still investing? I'm still in all my positions. I've been doing small trades on a daily basis. Sometimes I lose money, sometimes I make a few dollars, but nothing major. Overall, I'm holding my Tesla. My husband is holding all of his Uber stocks, and all the other equities and positions that I had, I'm still holding them. I got rid of a few of my older stocks which had turned green, and they made me a little bit of profit, and I was happy with it. But after sold them, they started running, because those were oil companies, and with the oil prices going up with this Iran and Israel conflict, of course now they're running after 4 years of me holding them and not making anything out of it. But that's how stock market works. You can just never time the market, and I didn't know there's going to be a conflict between Iran and Israel. I wouldn't have sold otherwise. So, but overall, I'm just holding all my positions. Do I have any Bitcoin? Absolutely not, because I was waiting for the Bitcoin to drop to $70,000 or $65,000, $67,000 range, but it didn't happen. It went all the way down to 77 or 76 and then turned right back up. But it's such an expensive digital asset that I just don't want to rush into buying it, because I feel like there are going to be dip buying opportunities in the near future. In my opinion, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. So that's that. I think everybody should not a personalized financial advice. I'm holding my Tesla until it hits $400. Once it hits 400, I'm going to shut down some of my position. I'm going to buy Bitcoin if it reaches $70,000. I have raised my price target a little bit. We're still holding Uber once Uber hits $102 because that's the highest price target for Uber. My husband is planning on selling his Uber shares, and there's going to be a dip absolutely. Unless they have some new development that they announce, then that's a different story. And we're going to rebuy the dip so we can, because we've been holding Uber for like 5 years now. I think it's time to take some profit and then rebuy at the dip so you can make a second round of profits on Uber. Tesla, I'm going to sell some of my Tesla at 400. The highest price target for Tesla is $500, and I'm going to hold the rest of my position until it hits 500, which is very possible towards the end of the year, and that will be awesome if that happens. So I think everybody should have not a personalized financial advice, at least 10% of their portfolio into Bitcoin. Don't buy it right now. Wait for it to drop a little bit. It might drop, and then buy it and hold it. Don't sell it. It's not a trade. This should be store of value, because when fiat currency gets eliminated, that's gonna be your go-to currency at that time, and you're going to thank me at that time. And I don't know when that's gonna happen. Is the fiat currency gonna go away in the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? Nobody knows. But we know historically, wherever there's fiat currency, it has to fail at some point, and this currency is going to fail. So Bitcoin is going to be your solid, sound money, and that's the money that's going to keep you going. And you are going to be worth a lot of money at that point. So 10% at least of your portfolio hold Bitcoin. Not a personalized financial advice, of course. Make decisions based off of your own personal situations, and just hold it long term. Hold it until as long as you can, because it will not disappoint you, and that's a promise. I hope this video helped. Please give my video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Until next one, take care.